So I'm in Seattle. Right now I'm in downtown Seattle. I'm staying in West Seattle, which diehards of the program know is my home away from home. That's where Derek's been for years. West Seattle, this is a town I can drive around, no maps. That's exciting.
Wow. That's
when you
impressive.
have a non-living city that you're like, I'm taking shortcuts and shit. I know what I'm doing over here.
Damn. Have you been there that much?
Well, 2010, I did the Seattle Comedy Fest, so I spent 3 weeks there, full 21 days living there, and then I probably go 2 weeks out of the year. That was 2010, so that for 10 years, 2 weeks out of the year, we're talking 10, 20, that's 20 weeks times the other 3 weeks. I've probably spent about 24 weeks, so that's 4 months. So think about moving to a town for 4 months. You know the lay of the land.
Good point. That makes sense.
So a lot of time here, but right now I'm in downtown Seattle at the Hyatt Regency on the 41st floor. You know me, I like to spring.
Yeah, you spring and you go big in the, what do they call it? You go hard in the ass, and you like a high floor. I keep it low.
I'm a Jerry Springer. If I was here for the week, maybe low, because the elevator ride, I got to tell you, is a cunt. I'm in there for half an hour. My ears are popping. I don't know what's going on in the elevator. I've passed out on one of the elevator rides.
I will say Mohegan Sun, it's a shit box of a casino. It's in the middle of hell, Algonquin, Maine, or Tennessee, or Connecticut, wherever it is. That elevator at that place in the Sky Tower, unreal. I made a point to bring it up to like 5. I love a good elevator.
Wait, how do you know Algonquin?
I've heard of it. It's a funny name.
Oh, yeah, it's the gay town in Maine.
Oh, that's how I know it.
Yeah, but, that's why I was curious.
I hear a funny name, and I am now, but I'm more of a Provincetown cat. But if I hear a funny name, I put it right in the vault for later, because you never know. Albuquerque's in there, and Uncasville, and Normal, Illinois.
Ironically, Uncasville is where in the hotel is that you're talking about.
There you go. But yeah, I love a funny name.
Algonquin's a fun gay name because it sounds like a sex thing.
It does. And what is it? Fannabunkport, Maine?
Kennebunkport. That's where the Bushes live.
That's another great name.
Yeah, we used to go up to all these places when I was a kid, when I was a young whippersnapper.
That's New England?
That's all New England, yep.
Yes.
It was fun because I remember going... When I was really young, George H.W. Bush, he lived in Kennebunkport. And my parents drove me up there, and they were like, we were looking from a distance, like, that's the president's house. And it was confusing because I was like, I thought he lives in D.C. And they're like, well, this is his other house. And I was like, 2 houses? What is this?
Right. That's the whole thing as a kid. Yeah, it's crazy. I remember I went to New Mexico as a kid once, and they were like, there's a Roadrunner. And I missed it, but all I could picture was Meep Meep.
I have the same thing. By the way, the Roadrunner is a direct, I guess all birds are, whatever, but Roadrunner, direct descendant of the dinosaurs, which someone said all birds are, whatever the fuck, bird lives matter. But we just had the same conversation when we were in Texas. There's nothing more disappointing than a Roadrunner. You see, it's a little piece of shit. It looks like a pigeon.
Oh, really?
It's not a Meep Meep, though.
It doesn't have the leg, the stick legs.
It's not big, it's not fat. It's a little piece of shit with the feather and the little leg. It just runs. It's tiny.
That's a bummer. I was hoping it was, had a puff of smoke behind it and a coyote chasing it. Nothing, huh?
No, it's more of a trot, too. It does like a...
You see these cartoons, it's almost like movies. When you see a movie and you're like, oh, jeez, that was terrifying. You see a movie and it's like, oh, that's what that guy looks like. That because he's representing Carl Jung or whoever the fuck in Blow. And then you see the end of the movie, and you're like, "Oh!" They show the real guy. You want to stab your eyes with a number 2 pencil.
The biggest disparity ever is the movie Argo, which is a decent flick, but it's Ben Affleck. They show the guy. My God, the guy's 4'9", 240, Latino. He's missing teeth. Woo. And he's perfectly Luis Guzman. Is that the guy's name?
Oh yeah.
Dead on. It's that guy, and Affleck, who I love, was just like, hey, fuck you, I'm playing. I need to come back.
But that's the thing is Guzman, he's fun, but can he carry a picture?
Yeah, he's not selling tickets. He's not putting butts in the seats.
No. Not old Goozy.
No, Goose stinks.
Character actor.
I never cared for Goose, by the way. He's fine. He's whatever, but
People love Goose. He's in Boogie Nights. He's in some big ones.
Boogie Nights and Magnolia, too.
PTA probably likes the Goose.
Yeah, so I guess I like him. He's fine, whatever. Anyway, so we're over there in West Seattle at Derek's house having a great time because the kids are in a sweet spot of an age, 8 and 4. So they're funny. You can have a conversation. They're a lot of fun. We're having a good time over there. But we fucked up. Sarah and I were here for a week, which is a long time, a full week.
That's long.
And I got to do the podcast. We got to do the bonus episode. I got to do a Zoom show. I got to do another Zoom. And she's got a web show, a live web show, a podcast, another podcast, her bonuses. Yesterday, Derek's working from home. His daughter's going to school at home. So we got 4 home Zoom things going. Yesterday, Wi-Fi shits the bed.
Oh!
Just goes out, not even like shoddy, just completely gone, no signal, zero, zilch.
Wow.
So we were all fucked. We had to cancel everything, drop everything, the whole thing. The kid is a retard now. She can't read because Zoom is broken.
Yep.
And, he got fired. He's homeless. And we had to get the hotel to get Wi-Fi. But you go to these shitty hotels, they have mediocre. So I went Hyatt Regency and requested a high floor. So we came over here, 41st floor, and the place is a ghost town. It's a Thursday night. Nobody's here. We got the place to ourselves. It's pretty sweet.
Wait a minute. Did you get this place for the Wi-Fi or for the Wi-Fi and to have a hotel?
We got it basically just for the Wi-Fi. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm going to try to have some intercourse over here because we're sleeping on an inflatable child bed over here.
Yeah.
It's not exactly a turn on because any minute you could hear that door creaking. Like, can I get my panties? And I'm wearing them. So,
well, now I'm hard, but yeah, that is tough. Plus, the hotel. Derek must have felt horrible about the Wi-Fi. Nothing worse than being the host and the Wi-Fi goes out. He's like, I'm so sorry.
I know, and then he's clicking it off and on, and I'm telling him to call the lady, and you could tell it got tense over there.
Yeah.
Plus, everybody's got their thing. So we got one night over here in the thing. We got the high floor. But I got to tell you this. You've probably heard the rumors. Downtown Seattle right now. Yikes.
Really? Are we talking protest or are we talking burnt out?
It's just, first of all, we're downtown. And Seattle always has a crazy homeless problem. One of the worst homeless cities, however you say it.
Yep.
And I walked down the street. I was like, let me go check out Pike Place because Sarah had her business. So I go down the street, and first of all, everything closes at 5 p.m. The whole Pike Place market, 5 p.m., they flip the close sign, and then half the stuff's not even there. I mean, you've been to Pike Place. I mean, it's packed, shoulder to shoulder, wild. The fish people, they're not there. There's nothing. It's just chain link fence over there.
What?
It feels like a what do you call it? A fucking
apocalyptic?
Yes, exactly. Boy, you're on tonight.
Thank you.
It's apocalyptic, and there's just bums, homeless. There's no nothing. No tourists, no security, no police. Just all the crazy homeless people. No shops open, and it's pretty harrowing. I mean, the sun started to go down. I was running like a zombie flick.
Holy moly, that's wild. Because I always hear that town, it's too busy now because of Amazon. Everybody hates the Amazon. They came in, they raped my dad, they fucked up the whole thing. The traffic's bad, all the jobs are fucked, whatever it is. But you're saying it's a ghost town.
Well, I mean, at 5 p.m. anyways, I'm sure maybe people are working, but I think everyone's working from home. It's a tech city, the tech boom, and it's like Times Square. I mean, I'm sure there's some part. Amazon's not downtown, I don't think. Or maybe they are. I think they might be in, I don't know, Hell's Kitchen, whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah.
But downtown, 5 o'clock, I mean, everything closed. I went to Beecher's to get the mac and cheese, and they literally flipped the sign right in my face. I was going to walk in. I was like, never mind.
Wow.
And the original Starbucks there, usually it's a line out the door. There was like 2 Asian ladies in there going whatever they were saying.
I gotta say, I hate to say it, I'm a selfish twat, but I feel better. I mean, New York's falling apart. The paint's coming off the walls. The rats are taking over. The hobos are eating me out. But if you say other cities are queefing too, I feel better.